Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Courtney with Southern Owls, and today we are collabing with our friends at TMIGifts.com. So this is a kit you can go and purchase from TMIGifts.com, and in this kit you will get this beautiful white swag. You're going to get one roll of this really pretty pink mesh with the white snowdrift. You're going to get 4 of these really fun orb ice, kind of icy glittery orbs. I love that. You're going to get 3 of these really fun eggs. Now the eggs do come on a stick pick, but I added in our floral U-pins like you've seen me do before and make these into wreath attachments. So you're going to get 3 of these really fun eggs. And of course, we got some beautiful ribbon choices. We have this beautiful yellow 2.5 inch crystal shine. You're going to get this 1.5 inch pastel blue crystal shine. You're going to get this really pretty pink with the bunnies. And then a 2.5 inch lavender crystal shine. So all of these items will come into your kit. So let's get started. So we're going to cut our roll of mesh. We're going to cut about 15 pieces. You might need a little more, maybe a little less, but we're going to start off with 15, and we're going to cut 20-inch pieces. Now, I already did all of that, so you don't have to wait around for me. So get your mesh cut, and then we're going to grab our beautiful swag. Let me cut off that little tag on there that says hook. I'm going to move my eggs off to the side. And I always like to work on my swags sideways, right? Instead of up and down. So we're going to grab our first roll of piece of mesh, and we're going to do the ruffle method that I love to do. So your mesh naturally rolls in on each other. So I always like to flip mine out on the table, tuck it under about 1 inch or 2, find the middle, give it a pinch, and then walk your fingers over to the other side. And you want to stay in the middle as much as you can. So we're going to start right at the top of our swag, and you're just going to open up the tinsel ties. So we're using these tinsel ties. So we're going to open one up. We're going to stick that piece of mesh in, right, and find 2 tinsel ties, and then twist it together. And then I kind of just tuck that mesh towards me, okay? Kind of like a little semicircle. And we're going to just keep on doing that all the way down. We're going to do the ruffles. Same technique that I always like to do. We're going to go not right here, but a little bit further down, but still next to it. Find 2 tinsel ties right on the spine of your swag. Twist them in, and then you that down, okay? So I always like to put mesh into my swags just so it acts like a nice little barrier. So we have just a little pop of color, and we have that barrier, that base, so when we hot glue things into the swag, it has something to stick to. So we're going to go down a few inches, find 2 pieces of tinsel, slide that mesh in the middle, and just kind of hook that semicircle towards us like a V, like you're V'ing your mesh down. Flip it out, tuck about 1 inch or 2, find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, making sure that other side is also hooked under just a little bit, just about 1 inch or 2. Go down your swag a few inches. Get those tinsel ties. Twist them in. Twist, twist, twist. Just like you're using a raised wreath form. But these are your tinsels, right? Instead of them being on a wire form, you're just using that same concept of twisting that mesh in using those tinsel ties. Go a few more inches down. In between 2 tinsels, using the spine of that swag. Twist, twist, twist. Hook them down. Okay. Now the bottom, since I'm close to the bottom, I'm not going to worry about doing the U-hook, but what I am going to do is I'm going to flip this over to the other side and kind of mirror where I put that mesh over here. We're going to put one right on the opposite side. Okay. And twist it in. And then so we have this long bit exposed, right? Don't worry, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of mesh right here in the middle. I'm going to get that. I don't like that guy hanging down. Get him out of here. So we're still just going to ruffle it on. But I wanted to add this side because what we're going to do is push this right here, right in the middle of the spine. Get those two twisty ties and come up with it and tuck it down. So that just kind of makes it into that nice little angled tip. Just like that. And now we're going to go up the opposite side, just like we did the one side. And now we're going to go up the other side of our swag and lay in this mesh. Just mirroring exactly what we did on the other side, twisting those in, make them your mesh into like little V's essentially. And we're going to go all the way back up. Let me know if you have ever shopped with TMI Gifts before. Let me know in the comments. If you're shopping with TMI Gifts today, be sure you can use my code OWL20 and you'll receive 20% off your entire order. So that is awesome. You can go and grab this kit from tmigifts.com, use my code OWL20, and then you'll get that 20% off. And if you want to buy some more stuff, that code can be used on anything. It's not just for the kits, which is really, really awesome. Okay, we're coming all the way back up the other side. Still doing that ruffles. Moving up every so many inches, but staying next to each other, right? Don't leave any gaps. So now we've gone all the way up and all the way down. So the sides are beautiful, but the spine is still exposed, right? So now we're going to go in and I'm just going to put some long ways all the way up the spine of that swag. We're still going to do ruffle method. We're just going to lay that right into two twisty ties and twist it in. And that's just going to kind of give us a little bit more fluff in the middle. So when we're adding our items into this wreath, like the Easter eggs, they don't sink down into the wreath. So this mesh is going to act as that barrier so nothing sinks down into the wreath. Okay, so we're going to add one more to the top right up here because we want our bow to pop off, right? So we're going to add one more to the very top of this swag. So our bow is bowing, right? Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, we almost used every single piece but one. So there's all of that. So I think that was about 14 pieces. 14 pieces of mesh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Should we count? I'm probably going to get asked that question, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. That's beautiful. That's already gorgeous. It's already gorgeous. Okay, what I always like to add next is the bow. So let's pull out our ribbon. And let's get our bow bowing. We're going to start off with our 2.5-inch ribbon. And this is quite the swag. So we're going to do a little bit of a longer tail. So let's do an 8-inch tail and we are going to do 7-inch loops because I want this bow to be big and beautiful. So 2 7-inch loops. And we're going to twist these tails so they hang down. I want this tail to come down, down. Yeah, let's get this tail. Let's give it a long little, let's give it a moment. Let's give it a long cascading over here. That would be pretty. So let's do about a 13-inch tail. We can always cut it a little shorter once we get this bow on here if needed. So that first is 18, and then this one's going to be 13. So we're going to have the shorter side coming off the top, and we're going to have an egg in there. And then we're going to have this long cascading down the side of our wreath, okay? So we're going to grab our yellow. Same thing, 8-inch tail coming out on that side. And we're going to do 2 7-inch loops. This is some thick ribbon here for it. So if you need to use your bow maker, guys, totally fine to use a bow maker. Totally, totally fine. 13-inch tail coming down. And we can always make these a little shorter if needed, but I just want to start off, with a moment. I want to start off with a big old moment. Okay, so then I had the right one in my hand. Okay, now we're going to grab the blue 1.5 inch, 8-inch tail coming right over there on top of that. And now we're going to shrink this loop down to, let's do 2 inches shorter. So these are going to be 6-inch loops with the blue. And we're going to still keep that long tail over here. So it's going to be a 13-inch tail. Sorry, because I got it all twisted. I got it all cuckoo. Oh, I love this already. This combo, this simplicity. I'm sorry. I looked at the camera and I was like, yes. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to add the cute little bunny. We do that 8-inch tail over here. And we're going to do same thing, 2 6-inch tails with the bunny. Oh gosh, this is going to be gorgeous. Okay. We're going to flip that ribbon opposite direction around your thumb. And we're going to come down for that long 13-inch tail. Okay. Well, we're just going to guesstimate that because that thing is curling. Woo! Okay. That's fine. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm obsessed. Okay, we're going to grab a cable tie. If you don't have a cable tie, you can use floral ribbon, floral wire, or a pipe cleaner, whatever you got, guys, okay? So we're going to start singeing that in, not all the way. Then you're going to grab a pipe cleaner, thread it through, and then go all the way tight with it. Grab your nippers, clinging off that cable tie. I like to twist this around a few times. And now we're going to set this bow down. Everything is in place, and we're going to kind of just have fun with these loops. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get the bow on first before we dovetail and all that because we might go a little shorter. So this is the top. I'm going to come in right here. I'm not going to put it like this. We're coming in at an angle, okay, my friends? We're coming in at a little bit of an angle at the top. Go through the mesh. Make sure that you're getting some twigs, some little twisties with you so it's got some stability, something to wrap around. And you want to go through the mesh because you want that bow to sit on top of your swag and not fall down into it, right? Twist, twist, twist those pipe cleaners on. Where's this guy going? There we go. And now I want this guy coming in at an angle. Okay, and then these short tails, cute, adorable. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I like the short, so we'll definitely start trimming these up. So let's fold that in half, cut up at an angle. I'm going to kind of do them different lengths so we can see all of the layers of our ribbon. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. And I think I'm loving the length right now of this 13-inch tail. So let's just leave them at 13 inches. I'm liking how it's falling so good so far. So I'm going to do these a little bit shorter than the ones on top, just so we can see all of the ribbon on the bottom, okay? Do this one about an inch and a half shorter, one like half an inch shorter, and then we'll keep this one the length that it is and just fold it in half and cut up at an angle to get that nice dovetail going at the bottom. Since this ribbon is so thick, you gotta really manhandle it. Don't be afraid to manhandle your ribbon, okay? All right, we're gonna push this off to the side for now. I'm gonna get the egg in and then we'll kind of have more fun with that ribbon. But here's the ribbon moment. Here's the bow. So we got our short tails over here. We're gonna have our long tails here. And now we're gonna set our first egg right here in this empty spot, okay? I am gonna go in with the pink. And like I said, I used floral U-pins to attach these. You can buy floral U-pins at Hobby Lobby. And then I added 2 per egg. I'm going to come in and I'm going to angle this. I don't want this straight on, okay? We're using 3 eggs. If we did straight on, it's going to look a little bit like a traffic light. So make sure we kind of angle it in. I like it at this angle, just a little bit, okay? And now we're going to thread these pipe cleaners through the swag, which this is going to be a little difficult because we did put a lot of good layers in there, but for good reason. We wanted to make sure that all of our items sat on top of the swag and didn't sink down in. Probably wasn't the best idea to use white pipe cleaners. They're going to blend in great with the swag, but not with my eyeballs. Okay, let's see if I can get this one through. Okay. Alrighty, Rue. We got this. There we go. And I am twisting that around the spine of the swag, okay? So our egg stays in there. And I want it to be angled. So we are coming in at an angle. Now this one won't be around the spine because we are angling the bottom. So we want to make sure when we're threading this through that you're not only going through the mesh, but you're also going through some of that tinsel, okay? That tinsel is going to act as wire to hold your eggs in place as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, how pretty are these eggs too, guys? These eggs are gorgeous. So we're just twisting that around, twist, twist, twist. Okay, now we can kind of spread out these ribbons a little bit, give that a moment. Yep. Gorgeous. So we have that coming in out of the bow off to the side. Got our long tails on this side. These are our 13-inch tails. This is our 8-inch. Now we're going to come in with the next egg, and guess what? We're going to angle it the opposite direction, okay? I picked the yellow egg to come next. You can do whatever egg you want to do is fine. So this way, right, was the pink. So we're going to do opposite for the yellow. I'm going to basically be right in the middle because this one's going to come right down at the bottom, and we're going to do the opposite direction for that egg also. So same thing, just start threading this right through that mesh, and this one is going to go through the spine again, okay? We're getting all of our big, nice elements on here. Sorry, guys. I'm always like, do. Go through the mesh. We got this. Okay. Make sure you put it where you want it. Oh, these are so pretty. Okay. And we're going to tie this bottom one down in. Now, the bottom one, remember, is not going to go on the spine. It's going to go a little off-centered so our eggs don't look like a traffic light, right? A little bit of angles. Make sure you're going around mesh and a tinsel. And we're just twisting, twisting, twisting that pipe cleaner once it comes out the other side, okay? Twist, twist, twist. Okay, poked myself. Woo, I'm okay. All right, so now we got egg number 2 on. So guess what? This one's going to come in opposite, okay? So we have this fun zigzaggy movement coming down, okay? Come down just a couple inches below the yellow. The top one's going to be right on the spine again. And then the point of the egg, the bottom of the egg, will be a little bit tilted, a little bit angled, okay? Am I holding it? There we go. I'm like, do I got it? Do I got it, guys? I got it. We got it. We got it. We're good. We're good. Okay, we're going to tilt that one just a little bit too. Come in. Twist, twist, twist. Okay. Now we have these really fun, beautiful, ornate eggs coming down our swag. Okay. So what I always like to do is, of course, my big elements first. So those are all in. I'm going to add a little bit of a bow down here at the bottom. We're just going to do a single loop bow right here with some tails cascading down. So we're going to grab our ribbon again. And we're going to do a 6-inch, a 6-inch tail. And I think we're going to probably do, hold on guys, sorry. Yeah, 6-inch loop. Oh wait, hold on, this has got to be, hold on, back it up. 10-inch tail, 6-inch loop. There we go, because that's going to be our long tail. And for this, you know what, guys? You know what I'm thinking? I just want to do... No, let's do a side bow. Let's do it. Let's go for it. 6-inch tail. Or, sorry. You're like, Courtney, I can't follow your directions. 2 6-inch loops, a top 6-inch tail, and then a bottom 10-inch tail. So this is going to come in right here on the side, like, of the egg, okay? Sorry. Woo! Got this. So 6-inch tail matches the 6-inch tail, okay? We're going to do a 6-inch loop, another 6-inch loop, I'm going to come around here, pull it to the side because I want all the tails to be on the same side, and do another 10-inch tail. Bow. Yeah, that's going to be great. All right, blue ribbon, 6-inch tail at the top. Don't get this all twisted again. We're going to shrink this one down to 5.5 inches for the loop, times 2. Pull that ribbon over here and do that 10-inch tail. And this one, we're just going to do a center loop. So this is directional, so I'm going to change it up on you a little bit. We're going to do the 10-inch first because this is directional ribbon. So I want to make sure that bunny is facing the right direction. We're going to flip it around our thumb and then bring it up. Bring it up for that 6-inch tail up top, okay? I know that was a little confusing, but since it's directional ribbon, I wanted to make sure that our bunnies was going the right way. Let me twist that loop. So if you give that loop a full twist, pinch it back down, now your center loop bunny is going to be going the right direction too. Grab a cable tie, ooh, a bigger one, and thread it right where you're holding it. I love this crystal shine ribbon. Start putting it together a little bit. Not all the way. Grab your pipe cleaner, thread it through. Halfway. Get it nice and tight. Whoop. Snip off that cable tie. Then we're going to start spreading this out just a little bit so we can see all of our loops. Now that it's all cinched together, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so now we have a little half bow, and that we're going to put underneath this blue egg down here, okay? So let's get this in, and then we'll dovetail once we get it on, because I want to just kind of look at what those tails are looking like. So we're going to come in right underneath that blue egg with our pipe cleaner. I am going around the spine of the swag. Jimmy, wedge it in there. Shimmy it in there. Twist, twist, twist along the spine. Now we have this really cute side bow. Coming off out of our egg. The loops down here. I'm going to kind of pull these tails over just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so now I do like the length of everything, so we are going to come in and snip off our tails. We're just going to dovetail, fold in half, cut up at an angle. Fold in half, cut up at an angle. Spread these out as I'm going. This guy needs to be a little bit shorter. There we go. Sir. Thank you. There we go. Tell that ribbon who's boss, okay? Y'all just tell it who's boss. That's a great thing about working with wired ribbon is you manipulate that ribbon and you say, this is where I want you. This is where I want you. All right, so we're just dovetailing. I'm not on camera. Don't yell at me. I'm so sorry. Dovetail the longer tails down here. Let me do this one a little bit more. There we go. So we have some opposite different lengths over here. Cute. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, let's throw all that away. All right, we got our bows. Our bows are bowing. I know. We got an empty spot, right? So guess what? We're going to add one more angled bow, just like we made down there, right here. Okay? I have faith in you. You can do it. You can do it. All right, we're going to take that yellow and yeah, that's going to be perfect. Do that 10-inch tail and a 6-inch loop, 6-inch loop, and then we're going to do a 6-inch tail for the top. Whoop. Okay. So it's going to come in on the side, right? Same thing over here. 10-inch tail. Lay that right down. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Finish this to that side. Yeah, because I want the tails coming off of the back end. Okay. Make sure your tails are where you want them to be. 10-inch tail. 2 6-inch loops. You can use a bow maker for this too. No worries. 6-inch tail up here. Coming in with the blue. 10-inch tail down there at the bottom. Shrink down those loops to 5.5. 5.5. 6-inch tail up top. Remember, this is the directional ribbon. So you want to make sure those bunnies are facing the right way. We're just going to do that center loop again. So we're going to wrap it around our thumb. I'm going to pick up that and twist it though. Oh, other way. Twist it so the bunnies aren't upside down. Cut off that 6-inch tail. Grab another cable tie. Oh, it's upside down. Wrap it around right where you're holding it. Start putting it together a little bit. Grab another pipe cleaner. Start threading it through. Get it nice and tight. Cut off that extra cable tie. All right, and now we got a cute, another little side bow that we're going to put in this way so the tails are going to pop off the swag. And we're going to put this one right here next to the yellow egg. If you decided to put the yellow one covering up that pink egg. Hold on, let me get it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to start threading through that pipe cleaner around the mesh and make sure that it's around one of the branches so it sticks to it. Doesn't move around on us. Ooh. Bring it on through. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, now we're going to manipulate the bow now since it's on. And the tails, where we want everything to go. Very cute. Yep, I'm liking the length of that. So now we're going to come in and snip off. I love how that flew. Snip off the ends and dovetail. Want them, right? Don't be afraid to move around your ribbon, okay, guys? Just put it where you want it. This guy does not want to stay where I want it. I'm like, don't be afraid. And I'm like, this guy is not listening. It's not listening. Okay, we're going to come down here at the bottom and snip these guys. Dovetail them, fold them in half. Up at an angle. Okay. Fluff that out. And we want it. Super cute. Oh, she's having a moment. Oh, yes. I love it. Okay. How are we feeling? Y'all are doing great. So now I'm loving how everything's sitting. Let me put y'all back down with the ribbon. We're going to grab our really fun orbs. I did cut some of them up already just to save us time because I knew this would be a long tutorial. So all I did, you can peel them and cut them just a little bit. Peel them all the way off or just peel a little bit and cut. We don't need super long sticks, but do that to all of these. And I'm just going to put them in a pile. So you are going to need your glue pot on. Hold on, this pipe cleaner is sticking out of the bottom and it's bothering me. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I always like to start at the top and I'm going to start layering these guys in. Okay. And how I'm going to do that, I'm not just going to stick them straight in. I'm going to cascade them down. So they're going to go down at an angle, not straight out, but down at an angle all the way down our wreath. So I'm going to start up here and start just tucking these in underneath our bow and adding a little bit of hot glue. So I'm using a Sure Bonder glue pot, but you can use a hot glue gun as well. And I'm just going to start placing these down, going every few inches down our wreath and sticking them underneath into the mesh and kind of just sticking them in at a downward angle. Hold on, I don't like where that one was. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting glue all over me. Okay, so that is what that's looking like. Okay, and we're just going to stick those all the way, coming down at an angle along our wreath, wherever we have little holes or gaps. And these are just going to kind of fill in those little gappy areas. I always like to kind of lift stuff up. That's really long. Hold on, let me get that. Oop, sorry. That is really long. My microphone. Sorry about that. I'm going to lift up anything that's in my way because I don't want to get glue all over my ribbon tails or anything like that. So just keep on coming down at an angle. Make sure that you're sticking them down into the mesh so they have something to grab a hold of. Oh, this swag is beautiful. Okay, so we have these little fun, that's a moment. Okay, I'm going to come around. I'm going to flip my, woo, I'm loving this. Flip my swag. We're going to mimic whatever we did on this side. We're going to go all the way down this side, okay? So underneath that bow. Bringing them down, cascading them down. You can kind of tell too, like some of them, like this one's made for this side because you can see kind of how it angles out. So kind of pay attention to that also, what way it's naturally wanting to go. Let me explain that well. I knew these would just add the little pizzazz, the little, you know, the little glam that I wanted to add. You don't want them too long because that's really hard when it's super long. It's hard to get that into your wreath. So make sure that they're not too long because then you're going to have problems getting them into your wreath. Okay, so I'm moving all of that ribbon out of my way because I don't want any of that to get glue all over it, and we're just going to fluff it right back out over that. Cute. We're going to add one right to the bottom underneath the bow. Little pops of those coming out. Oh my gosh, those are so fun. So fun. Okay, I'm going to come back up and around. We have two more left, so I'm going to put one coming out of both sides of the bow up top, okay? I'll do one out this angle, and then we'll have this one coming out other angle. Okay, perfect. Let's fluff everything out. Make sure we're loving the placement of where everything is hitting. Fluff that bow out. Oh my gosh, I love these eggs. She turned out to be pretty big, guys. She turned out to be pretty stinking big. I love her though. And I love these really fun eggs. Okay, we ready? Are we ready for the moment? Let's look. Okay, let's don't look at that. Don't look at that. Oh, she's beautiful. Stop it. Oh my goodness. She's beautiful. I love her. That is so cute. That is super, super cute. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me look at her this way. Let me look at her. I love it. I love her. Super beautiful, guys. Y'all did such a good job. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Super fun big bows. Really fun little orbs to make it whimsy. She's adorable. Basic ribbon, right? I love it though because it really gives the eggs a moment. So if you want to buy this kit, you can at tmigifts.com. Be sure to use code OWL20 for 20% off your entire order. That applies to the kit or anything else you want to buy at TMI. And my code doesn't expire, so you can use it anytime and get that 20% off, okay, guys? I think she turned out so beautiful. I really like her. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Oh my goodness. Can y'all believe Easter's almost here? 2025 is flying by. 2025 is flying by. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. And guys, first, stay tuned for some more fun TMI stuff coming up. And I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.